Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been forever since I've streamed, so appreciate everybody coming in and checking out the stream because I don't do them very often. So this one was a short notice type of thing, but I'm anxious to play some pinball, anxious to chat with you guys. Let me know if you can hear me well enough because doing the wireless thing, and typically wireless is always, you don't know if you're going to have good things going. But we got Hollywood in the chat, we got Mike, we got Zero Hero, we got Mango Slice, we got Adam, we got Chris A. Everybody, I hope you guys are doing great on this Thursday. Let's see. Chris A just backed the HasLab Galactus figure, myself included. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but even if I decide I don't like it, you can always sell those HasLab projects on eBay for like 2, 3, 4 times what you initially paid for them. So sound is good, sounds great, awesome. All right, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. I always try to test this stuff out before I hit that live button, but you never know. You never know. So got loads and loads of games we can play, literally tons and tons of games. I figured we'd start out with Batman 66. It's one of the newest virtual pinball table offerings out there. This is a kind of recreation of the Stern table. Looks like the Stern table, plays a little bit differently, layout's a little bit different, so it's not like an exact recreation. You know, it's not going to rip off Stern by any means, but hopefully, you know, you guys enjoy it. Like I said, it's got some cool graphics. It's a nice looking table. It's got some really cool pup pack, you know, scoring and everything. Shuffle Prodigies, COOLTOY. Thanks for getting me obsessed with virtual pinball. Because of this, I created a game room and thousands of dollars, and now it's an addiction. I mean, what can I say? You go down that slippery slope, arcades, pinball machines, all of it. I mean, you can't just have one, and if you have one, it just looks lonely. You're like, oh, I gotta have a bunch, which is why, you know, I got all these numbskulls behind me. I don't need any of this stuff. I love it, though. So, hopefully everyone's doing well. Austin says he still can't get his VIBs working on his @games and said someone will contact me, but they haven't. I wonder, how many days have you waited, Austin? Hopefully, like, less, or 48 hours, hopefully is the most you've waited, but I've heard some horror stories. Alright, so let me switch over and show you what we got to work with, and then we'll have to kind of bounce the sound because just for convenience, since we're playing multiple things, I figured I would just get the audible ambiance noise from the machine while I'm talking to you, and if I have to adjust the volume, we'll go that way. Make sure my volume's up. Yes. Alright. So this is the Batman 66 table. As you can see, I got my scoreboard off to, yes, nope, there we go, yep. Right there. I got the back glass above us, and of course the table of, man, reverse camera, looking at it, awkward. Getting a lot of audio feedback. As in it's too loud, or just ambient noise, because I'm in a small room. I'm not going to be surprised if you hear an echo. It's a very tiny room. But let me know. You talking like the mic's too hot? I should join the tournament. I would love to join tournaments. It's just a matter of time. Like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm typically always at the gym. Tonight was just a random occurrence. Hold left flipper and launch to get the super skill shots. It's a good tip. Didn't even know how to do that. Sounds good. Okay. All right. So I'll try to keep an eye and we'll find out. Like I said, I can just adjust the volume on the fly. But I'm hearing everything you're saying twice. Oh, interesting. Is anybody else having that? Nope, says no issues, sounds fine to me. Alright, don't know what's going on. Mango, we're going to start with Batman 66 and then we'll kind of change it. Okay, well, looks like the majority says the sound is good, so we'll go that way. So, what is my thoughts on pup packs? I originally thought they were great, and now I'm not against them, but I just prefer the standard back glass image. It's just, there's too much going on, especially when you get pup pack video, audio mixing in with your table audio. It just gets really loud and too much. So I've since went through and changed a lot of my stuff to just standard back glass images without pup packs, or I've moved my pup pack to my score display and have a standard back glass. So this is what the table's volume is going to be at. Let me know. Sounds perfect. Okay. That's what I like to hear. I like it. So And I've only played this table like maybe 3 times so far, so I know that part is super loud. The Bat Rocket. Shuffle says putt packs are a pain to set up. I don't think A1Up will release a patch for Attack from Mars table. It really makes you wonder. I mean, as long as they've been taken, the ball's stuck there. Come on. There we go. And of course it throws it right down the chute. Alright. Yeah, I really wish Arcade1Up would stop making silly celebrity commercials and fix that art or that Attack from Mars table for everybody, because I mean at this point it's what, like 6, 7, 8 months since the table's been out and there's still no fix. And then Zen was saying that they had a patch to them months ago. It's not a good look. I mean, not a good look at all. And I still am blown away to this day that ever like made it out of quote unquote testing or QC to begin with. Because yeah, from what I haven't personally, that's like the only Arcade1Up pinball machine table I haven't messed with is the Attack from Mars one. I don't know how anybody like let that get through, knowing that one of those tables doesn't play as well as it was. Actually, I think 2 of them. Like somebody told me Junkyard plays really crappy, but Whitewater is just completely unplayable. So it's just shocking to me that that would go out like that. And this is definitely going to be a throwaway game, as I'm already on like ball 3. Is this my favorite new table? I'm a flavor of the week type of guy. Like I've really been enjoying. There's a new Deadpool table as well. It just has odd physics that really throws me off, and it's odd because the guy that made the table is amazing at physics. Like every table he's released to date has just been phenomenal physics, and for whatever reason this Deadpool table, it seems like it just, the ball feels extra heavy. Yeah, this is definitely a throwaway game. Wasn't even paying attention. Am I picking up the Pong table? No, I'm sorry. I'm too young for Pong. I mean, I know what it is, obviously, and I know its historical significance, but I'm not about to pay no $300, $400, $500, $600 to play Pong. Not even in the little tablet version. I mean, just, that ain't for me. See, I sold my Marvel pinball from A1Up because the at-games Legends much more entertaining, an endless amount of games. Doug, we play 1 table every week, so you should have plenty of them, or plenty of time to play the game. Look for MCAP. See, I keep hearing great things about the tournament. I just haven't invested the time to look into getting into it and doing what I need to do. You should try Guardians of the Galaxy. I've got that on here, man. I got hundreds on here, so we can play that later. Anyone getting that tiny TV, Batman's Classic, real working TV? It's pretty sweet. I got the Back to the Future one. I passed on the other ones just because $25. I think they're a little pricey. 20 would be a little more easy to swallow. I kind of want them all, but I was like, man, do I really need to spend $150 on these mini TVs? So I just settled for the Back to the Future one for my Back to the Future figures, and I just botched that again. That's what happens when you're like looking at the chat, looking at the pinball, looking to make sure the stream is still working. It's just, it's brutal. Good old Adam West. Rest in peace. And I forget the actor's name that played the Joker. Was it Caesar something or other? Caesar Romero? No. Is it Caesar Romero? I'm showing my age here because Batman 66 was well before my time, obviously, but I still watched it later years. But it always drove me crazy that he refused to shave his mustache and he would wear his Joker makeup over his mustache and just look absolutely silly. See if we can get a mode activated. No, almost lost it. So that is my only real qualm about virtual pinball. Just the nudging. nudging function is just not as obviously going to be as good as the real thing, so you're not going to be able to do like slap saves as well, and just little nuanced things that you would normally do on a real physical pinball machine. It's so hard to recreate virtually. So anytime I find myself trying to nudge the table, it doesn't end well for me. Said, fun fact, Adam West and Burt Ward once got kicked out of an orgy because they wouldn't break character. Oh, imagine being that guy or gal, I don't know the circumstances, that had to like be the one that tried to kick them out or ask them to leave. Like, how awkward is that? And of all the things to get removed from or asked to be removed from, that is interesting. There we go. Oh, yep, gonna lose it. Can I play Stranger Things tonight? It's very possible. Very possible. I do enjoy that table. Let's see. Yeah, JP Salas. Fantastic table creator, like I said. He's made some of my absolute favorite tables. He's did an amazing job recreating that Deadpool table. But for whatever reason, it feels like the physics are just like, especially like from Deadpool's mouth down on the table, it just feels like the ball picks up so much extra speed on that section of the table versus everywhere else. It just, I don't know what it is about it. Like I said, every other table he's created feels spot on, but the Deadpool table just feels iffy to me. You can nudge the table when you buy a legit virtual pinball table from Extreme out of Australia. I mean, I can nudge this one. I've got an accelerometer in it. I turned the nudge setting off and I've been using buttons instead, mainly due to the fact that I've got my Star Wars pinball literally like right next to it and it's just bumping into each other. Plus my wife hates the nudge function or the physical moving of the machine. And the ball is definitely stuck. And I'm going to end up having to tilt it to get the ball back. Alright, whatever. Totally thought the ball was stuck back there, the Batmobile, and I'm not paying attention. It's just sitting there in the chute. You can tell I had a long work day. My focus is not exactly where it needs to be. It's not sharp. There we go.
Teachers and manners, fellas. Come on, Cap. Let's get out of here.
Let's see. Let's go for, yeah, we'll settle for points. Buffalo Bobby, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Almost made it up the Riddler. Come on, get it up there. Another thing I did to this machine that I never made a video about just because it's trivial in my opinion, but I switched out my micro switch flipper buttons for leaf switches. Just gives me a little more response and a little better control over my flippers on this machine. So if you're thinking about doing the whole virtual pinball machine, modern, whatever, definitely go to leaf switches for your flipper buttons at the very least. Obviously, if you're doing like nudge button, it doesn't really matter, but you'll feel a better sense of control on your flipper as I just lose the ball. Check out Extreme. I mean, I've seen their stuff online. They make amazing stuff. They had some awesome like Monsters machine I saw the other day that was just fantastic. They go all out with their details and trim and everything. Mace Windu, what is up? Gotta love your name, man. That is... Let's see. Get my initials in for my lackluster score. Ooh, I'm the new combo champion with 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Tootsie Roll Pops. So, Mike is talking about doing a VPX weekly tournament this fall if I'm interested. I'm always down for it. It's just a matter of free time. I've got a full-time job. I got like a second second job at the gym, and then I do the YouTube thing on the side, and then I have a family, and then I have friends, and then I have downtime. So trying to condense all that into a 7-day week format is rough. You see MCAP's YouTube channel, the Basement Arcade Show. Yeah, I've seen the ALP Backglass. Haven't seen that show. I saw buy stuff when they put it on their store and everything. It looks great. It's pricey, but it's a turnkey option for people. So can't knock it there. Let's see, middle name Lawrence. All right, let's see. Let me back out and choose a different table. So we had a vote for Stranger Things. I'm trying to remember who. Somebody else had a vote in earlier. What was the first? Guardians. That's right. Yeah, we'll play Guardians. As you can see, got lots to choose from. As I get nailed for copyright for that song. Gotta get the FX3 tournament. See, it sounds fun. I mean, I've seen there's like 50 people last time I looked at it or whatever. 50 people were playing. I was like, that's impressive. So. Alrighty. Oh, what? My settings are messed up. It's not showing me my score. Alright. Well, I'll show this like real quick and then I'm going to back out of it because something's messed up. Because I can't see my score and can't play pinball without my score. I mean, I can, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing bad or good or what's going on. But it's a great table. The same guy that made this table is the one that made that Batman 66 table that we were just playing. I'm trying to remember his name. It's something Fish. D Fish something. I'm drawing a blank. But he does excellent work, obviously. And I don't know why my score's not working. I got the pup pack, but it just didn't pop up on my display there. So it's something you'll find out if you get intertwined with messing with virtual pinball stuff. Is it's always a tinkering. You think you got everything set up right, and then something comes along and ruins it for you. Here, we'll go to that Deadpool table I was mentioning that JP Salas created. Am I coming to Planet Comic-Con? Yes, it's happening next week, and I will be there. You won't recognize me because I'll be wearing a mask, because everybody has to wear a mask, because Kansas City's got a mask ordinance in place. So I was a little bummed to see that. I mean, I completely understand it, but I had plans to get like a nice little photo op with Cobra Kai cast members, and I mean, they're still doing it, but I don't see the point in getting a photo op when everyone's having to wear a mask over their nose and mouth. I mean, we just look like a group of random ninjas, so I'll save my money and won't be doing any photo ops there, but I'll be there at Planet Comic-Con all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Kansas City next weekend, so should be fun. It's always been my favorite convention to go to. I love that it's in my neck of the woods. I only have to drive a couple hours to get there. It's just COVID. Got to ruin everything for everybody. Yeah, with real pinball, something always seems to break. So yeah, real pinball, real arcade machines, it's like buying a car. I mean, you're making an investment in something. It's obviously going to cost you lots of money, and things are going to break. There's going to be general wear and tear, so you're always going to have maintenance and upkeep. And if you think about arcades and pinball machines like that, going into that with that investment knowledge saying, hey, this is just like buying a car, then you'll be okay. But if you go in there thinking, hey, I spent $6,000 and this should never break down, well, you're going to be in for a bad time all the time. So we will have 10 real pinball machines there and a tournament. Oh, heck yeah. Yes. I did not know that. I remember last time there was a whole group of arcades there. It was really sweet, but I'll be playing pinball, and so will my wife. And I just turned it on 2 players. I don't want 2 players, but whatever. Too late.
Use the flipper buttons to select top lane skill shot.
Yeah, so.
Hold the left flipper button for super skill shot.
Oop, that was a weak. We're gonna bet. We're gonna bet on this one for our skill shot.
Complete the top lanes to increase bonus multiplier.
Oh, jeez, right on that.
Domino team up.
So JP did an amazing job
For battle.
with this table. I mean, it looks fantastic.
Mystique.
Here we're in the mode. We got to do like a little battle.
Sabertooth.
Choose who you go against, and then it lights up certain areas on the table. Hit those areas. It reduces that person's health, and you get a ton of points. Sabertooth, in my opinion, is the easiest one to go. So if you've downloaded this table, you want to play this table, and you're trying to figure out what the best route, start a mode by going into the Hell House. Pick Sabertooth. He's the easiest one.
Shoot yellow shots to attack Sabertooth.
And then you'll see we got yellow shots lit up. I say, he's the easiest one. I still won't be able to beat him. There we go. Get the bumpers. Ugh. This is what I'm talking about. I know you can't see it. I'm trying to point down. But basically from Deadpool's eyes down on the table, I swear once the ball reaches that point, it speeds up 200%. And I've tried to go into the VPX to see if the tilt settings or the angle of the table was off, but it's not. I just, for whatever reason, it could be completely my imagination, but it just seems like the ball gets going so much faster in that spot, and I'm missing that orbit shot every time. Still missing it. There we go. Yeah, I do need to improve that resolution going into the config files. One thing that's super annoying, what I've accidentally / purposely got myself into, is everything I've done on this Arcade1Up mod over here, I've done the exact same thing on my @games machines, and I continuously have to go back and forth because I'll make some changes over here, and then I'll make the changes over there, and sometimes I forget what I've done, and what I've obviously forgotten to do is improve the resolution on this one, but it is working fully on my @games machine, so it's a constant back and forth because I'm trying to keep them both in tune simultaneously. So much better than the FX3 one. Absolutely.
Player Q.
Zombie Yeti with Stern, his artwork is phenomenal, but yeah, this is a legit, really good representation of the Stern table. It's not, like I said, it's not 100% clone,
Use the flipper buttons to select top lane skill
but
shot.
it is very close.
To increase bonus multiplier.
And it just looks so good. So good. My playing, not so much. But the table looks great. Look at that back glass.
Player one.
That back glass is a thing of art. And I forgot I'm in 2-player mode. What kind of mod did I do to get new tables? Oh, see, that's a loaded question. So I've got a playlist on this channel specifically about this machine I'm playing on right now that walks you through in various stages of modding what I've done to this. But basically I've gutted it and put a PC in it, and for starters anyway. That's the gist of it. If I got time tomorrow, I got to film a video to show you guys. I made a new pinball creation for Arcade1Up.
Use the flipper buttons to select top lane skill
Maybe
shot.
make that video tomorrow if I've got time. So, because I had a bunch of leftover parts and nothing to do with them, so I decided to use my brain and say, hey, let's do something with those leftover parts. It is a tough table. I think my highest score on this table is 33 million, and I think I average 6 just casually playing. You get so many points once you get the modes going, obviously, and if you defeat anybody in those battles, but I struggle to keep a ball alive on this one. And downside, and I say downside, this is like a, one of those little whiny complaint type of things, is it's a beautiful table, but there's no DOF link support on it, at least not yet. So my solenoids and everything, they don't fire when I play this game.
Come on, hit me.
But like I said, that's a 100% complete minor gripe, because it's a gorgeous table that was created by one person from scratch, and he did an awesome job on it. Better than anything I could obviously do, so I'm not going to be too nitpicky on him. And I'm sure somebody soon enough will be adding DOF support for it, so we do get the solenoids to fire. There we go. And right down. Just like that. Player 2.
Player 1.
Oh, player 1, sorry, I'm out of order. When downloading JP Salas Deadpool table, did it include the artwork, or did I add that myself? So it included artwork that was not this back glass. I did this myself just because, nothing against JP's artwork, but I wanted the stern back glass artwork. I mean, we got the table aesthetic. You gotta round it off and finish it off nicely with the stern back glass. So I made sure to use a different art file for that, for the back glass. I think, if I remember correctly, JP's back glass art was Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool movie costume and a lot of hearts or something. Shortest multi-ball ever, because I lost it. Thought I was going to lose it again.
Choose your battle.
And I find myself trying to slap save this table all the time, or this machine. Doesn't work.
Shoot yellow shots to
Doesn't work.
Sabertooth.
Kicks it out to the right flipper. See if we can hit that left orbit. And missed it.
The boom button is ready.
And I don't think I've mapped my boom button on here, so I can't get my bonus points.
I hate balls. Deadpool,
There we go.
Disco loops.
Alright, so disco loops, you get Dazzler, you go around the orbit, you get a bunch of points. So combine that with the Sabertooth battle. It's a good way to rack up points. Let's see if I hopefully don't choke, which appears I'm choking.
Getting tired of holding this.
There we go.
Jackpot! Time's up!
Ew.
Jackpot! Jackpot!
Ah, and just, you go from a point of, yay, I've got 2 balls and 2 modes lit, I'm going to score a bunch of points, to, Okay. That was a so-so game.
Player 2.
The ball speed or gravity is definitely wrong. Maybe something in the table can fix. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that. Because like I said, just something off about it. And I haven't figured out what it is, because I mean, this is the most up-to-date version. This is like version 1.05 as of the making of today. That was the most up-to-date version of his table.
What are you waiting for?
So, hey Al, what is up? How you doing, Al? Ooh, sorry, that was a weak push. Don't know how I can stand playing the game with that ball gravity. It's because I was playing the future pinball version, which I could show you on here. It's got a moon physics, let's call it that. It's got DOF support, so it sounds good, and it has like a fully animated back glass type of thing going for it, or a scoreboard. But the table physics on it are just garbage. But the reason I enjoy playing this, number one, it looks great. Number two is, as fast as it is, I find it to be like a good training table to measure your eyes and learn ball distance. Because I can play this table and then go to another table that's a little more dialed in, and it just feels like my responses are a little more snappy because I'm already adjusted to playing a little faster and being more receptive with my flipper commands.
Ouch!
So it's like, yeah, if you want to make yourself a better pinball player, play really, really bad virtual pinball table physics games. They'll force you to get, quicker and more dialed in with your shots. As I lost the multi-ball right out of the gate.
Wolverine team up.
Come on. Settle down. Get that orbit. And lost it. Alright. Moon physics is such a good description. I mean, that's... Here, I'll back out. I'll show you the future pinball version, which is what existed until JP created this table. And you'll see what I mean. You have to bear with me. This one takes a little while to load. But it's a great looking table. It just, the physics on this future pinball one make the VPX version just look like a godsend. Oh, this is not loading correctly at all. At least it's not looking. It's showing my table on my scoreboard, and hopefully it corrects itself. We'll find out. Stranger Things is a little fast too. Yeah, definitely not as... Okay, it looks like it's correcting itself. Maybe. It's definitely taking its sweet time to load. Good night. Check out Titans. Was really good. Oh god, man, that Titan show is great. I went into that thing with like the lowest expectations possible because I remember the first season 1 trailer. Oh yeah, that's on the wrong. That's on the wrong completely. So ignore that. I was just trying to prove a point anyway. What do we want to play? We played the 2 tables I was planning on playing. We could play whatever your little heart's desire. I got FX3, BPX games. I think somebody said Stranger Things earlier. Zip through this. Get over Stranger Things, because I do enjoy that one. Friend is coming over this weekend to install my Vibs DMD for me. Hey, there you go. You'll be up and running. Just make sure your friend does not mess with your wires too crazy much. But yeah, that Titan show, if you haven't checked it out, it's great. Nice adult themed DC comics. Good storyline. It's good stuff. Player one. This table is fantastic custom creation. You got as it goes straight down the middle. But you got the awesome, putt pack up there. This is one of the few instances where I enjoy the putt pack because you got scoring, you got the music, you got the TV clips. I like the layout. I like the the animated Demogorgon in the middle that you can sit there and bash and get him to come down. Do I still watch Flash? I am behind on the Flash. I used to watch it every single week when it was live, and now I'm like a season and a half behind just because life has thrown me off. But that'll give me a good excuse to binge through it and catch up. Oh, and I lost it right down the middle.
Oh, Jesus, bad. Really bad.
I've never watched any Stargirl Hollywood, I'll be honest with you. That one just didn't appeal to me. There was like, was it Legends of Tomorrow? I gave that about 3 seasons, and then I gave up on that as well. It was feeling like a chore to try to watch all of those shows sometimes, and a lot of them were starting to really just feel like they were filler. You could tell like they were stretching storylines farther than they really needed to go just for the sake of hitting that 22 episode mark for the network. This table is worth it alone just for the the music. I can sit here and listen to the soundtrack all day long. Ah, thank you, King. I'm glad to see it's working well. I got probably every outlet in my room right here being taken over by this pinball machine, my computer, monitors, laptop, microphones, everything. I got somebody threw a cup of water on me, I would definitely be a fried, crispy critter.
So always open any curiosity box. Your compasses, all of your compasses, right now.
Getting kid that plays Dustin is going to be at Planet Comic Con next weekend as well. I was going to have him sign my At Games Stranger Things marquee that I have for my custom At Games machine.
Exactly. Meaning, if you follow the compasses north.
What Pinball FX3 like on this device? It is fantastic. I mean, the graphics are great. The physics of FX3 have always been top notch. I've got surround sound feedback for a lot of the tables, and got solenoids firing for FX3 and everything. Plunger work. So I mean, it's a great experience.
Player 1.
Fruit corners for roll-up. Real fruit fun rolled up in one.
Let's see. Don't watch Batwoman. Yeah, I didn't watch Batwoman either. And I mean, when the main character leaves the show and has to get recast after the first season, that's typically not a good sign. But I just felt like the CW was just like over flooding, the DC Comics TV market. Like they're just throwing anything out there now. Some of them are great shows. I still think The Flash is great. Superman and Lois is really good. Arrow was awesome. And I keep forgetting this table has that middle post. I don't know about you guys, but like I have to mentally like commit to allowing myself to let the ball hit that middle post and play it. And I spend so much time going back and forth playing different tables that I always forget to look to see if a table has that middle post or not. Get up there. I need to quit fat fingering the button for the players because I just realized I'm playing 2-player mode again. I don't know if you guys saw the teaser trailer for Stranger Things Season 4, but looks like we had to wait till 2022. I know they filmed this stuff like a while ago, but I keep joking that these kids are going to look like, 30-year-old kids, or 30-year-old men, by the time Season 4 comes out.
Player 1.
Or Season 5. Hopefully they were smart enough to film a lot while they had everybody. Let the ball drain. Look at the ball save. New season of The Boys. Yes, The Boys is fantastic. Love that show. It's probably one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite comic book writer of all time. He also did Preacher, which is my favorite comic book of all time. So definitely great stuff.
Player 2.
New Suicide Squad is 2 thumbs up. It's fantastic. Absolutely, you got to go see it. It's great. It's sad that it took a quote unquote Marvel guy to fix a lot of what's wrong with DC, but man, it's such a good movie. And it's such a weird predicament because it's like obviously DC is going to be like, hey, come back and make more movies for us, and he's going to be like, yeah, you're going to have to get your stuff figured out. Because I saw an interview with James Gunn where he was talking about, he's like, I'm making this big DC movie for him, and I still don't know is Henry Cavill Superman or not. Like, it's like people are asking me, and I was like, I don't even know, and I'm quote unquote on the DC payroll. So he's like, until they get stuff figured out, he's like, I don't even know where to begin with working for him in the future. Which I thought was a very telling statement to make.
He could make this one.
I die inside when he drops this Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
My heart breaks because I'm like, oh. Yes, Austin knows what's up. Garth Ennis is his favorite writer too. Beth Punisher run, absolutely. Ennis is the man. He's got a bunch of great stuff. So I was happy to see the boys get, awesome dedicated treatment that's pretty faithful to the comic series. Obviously, it makes some right, I'm the upside down table. All right, the lower playfield. Yep, gets me every time. All right, so if I hit the middle target again, I should be back in the upside down. Yep. I gotta light all these lights to get my points, get out, and I keep hitting the same one. Reverse flippers is tough. Makes you really feel special. Start trying to think upside down with your hands and your flippers. Safest bet, just mash them both. Mash them both. Smash, smash, smash. Come on, get the middle. Just got the one on the left. And go. Missed it. Gotta go back. Gotta go back. Post. There we go. Let's get that final one. Oh! This last bulb is killing me. This last lamp. Come on. There we go. So we do it finally. Nope. It'll take like 10 tries to get this. Come on. Get the light. There we go. Finally. Get the middle. Get the middle. Struggle bus. So close. Oh, there we go. A little nudge save. For the love of God, hit that middle target. Insert "you're killing me" smalls. Because I am... And of course I tilted. Because why not? Why wouldn't I? I got a high score, except I freaking tilted it. And I didn't get my bonus points. I mean, A+ for having Tempest. Man, that was so good.
Player 2.
All right, player 2, you don't get another shot. All right, so what else are we playing? That's too tough a question. Hollywood. If I had to, if he had like twisted my arm and said, "You have to make a call," I would say, was it like "Sunglasses at Night" by Corey Hart? I think it's who sings it. That's probably my favorite song on that table. Let's see. What else we got? You need to go seal pinball mode to play in the upside down. How do I get in seal mode for Stranger Things? Yeah, that's a good question. FX3? Okay, yeah. We haven't played any FX3 yet. Let me go this way. Downside of putting like a ton of tables on here is, unless you categorize them certain ways, you end up scrolling forever. Alright, I have the entire FX3 catalog, so name a table, whatever you want to play. Or what would you like to see played is probably the more accurate statement I should make. Thriller, yeah. Can't go wrong with Michael Jackson on the Stranger Things table. That definitely get your toes tapping, for sure. Like I said, we have the entire FX3 catalog. Not looking forward to rebuying every single one of these tables when they come out with their FX platform, but I'll do it because gotta have that new stuff. Family Guy, Funhouse, Adventure Time, oh good God, you guys are killing me. Those are all great suggestions. All right, but literally every single one of you said a different table. Oh. Democracy's hard. All right. So many different choices. You guys are you're gonna make me pick. Man, just too many. All right. We'll just We'll go Black Rose first and foremost because Go Poo already, excuse me, was the first to say. So I'll play Black Rose. And then we'll... Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. There's not a lot of bad tables. And even the ones that, like, I thought were quote-unquote bad, just give them some more time, learn the rules, and they're actually pretty fun, so. Oh no. Why is my score looking silly? Gonna have to change my settings. I don't like that. I did have to do a Windows update on this computer that's in this machine, and I'm pretty sure that's what's made everything wonky. Let's see if I can change that DMD real quick. No, I can't, because I have to go into my FX3 settings, and I may have to back up. You need to set up a random playlist. Oh, that would be iffy, man. I got like 300 games on this, I think, or not 300, maybe 250. Let's see if I can. No, I don't want to change my views. I want to mess with my score so I can make it full screen. Because it changed the resolution, obviously. And the sizing. Black Rose is a hard game. Unless you guys don't care. I mean, if you don't care, if you don't mind the wonky scoreboard, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to need to spend like 2 minutes to get in here. Yeah, here, we'll pause. We'll do a bathroom break. You guys can like stand up, sit down, whatever, stretch your legs. I'll be back in hopefully like 5 minutes. All right, so 5 minutes. We'll get everything situated and I'll get that scoreboard squared away. So give me 5 minutes. Did I say 5 minutes? Because I meant 1. All right, so I'm back. Got it fixed. It wasn't hard. I just had to change the resolution and the FX3 settings. And I just noticed that Shuffle Prodigy says he just found out that there's a Shrek pinball table by Stern. Yes, it was a reskin of the Family Guy table. So Family Guy didn't sell as well as they had hoped. And I think it was like DreamWorks approached Stern and said, hey, will you make us a Shrek pinball machine? And they said, yeah, great, but we don't really want to invest the time and money and energy to start from scratch. So would you guys be opposed to us like reskinning an existing table? And they said, no, it doesn't bother us a bit. So Family Guy and Shrek from Stern are literally identical tables, just kind of been reskinned and obviously have different DMD animations and things like that, but the exact same playfield layout and everything. It's great. All right. I just shot it right. Oh, I just shot it right out of that left chute. This is one thing I've always been I'm not a big fan of. It's like this back out view on these Williams tables that it does. Like, I don't like that in FX3. It's something I do hope changes in their new platform. Because when I, got cabinet mode on, things like that, I don't like it taking me out of the experience by like zooming the camera out manually. When you gotta go, we gotta go. There. Thought I was gonna lose that one. The thing I love about this table the most is that center rail when you get the ball kicked back down to you. And it shoots it out to the left and the right. It is so cool because it, the first time you experience it, you're like, oh my god, it's forcing the ball right down the middle. Why is this doing this to me? And I love little interactive pieces like that. Just like that. Fires it right down the metal ramp and you're like, oh my god, it's going to shoot it down. I mean, the physics of Zen's pinball games have always been pretty top-notch in my opinion. So, let's see what they can tweak visually and physically with their physics settings and their new platform. That'd be cool to see. Plus, they owe us a bunch of new titles and titles they have the rights to. Just saying, it's the 30th anniversary of the Addams Family movie. It would be a great time to have them finally release the Addams Family table on, digital platforms. Just saying. If anybody at Zen Studios listening, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Well, thank you very much, King. I greatly appreciate that. Multi-ball. All right, it's about to get silly in here. Randy, yes. A very rare occasion. I think it's been like almost 2 months since I did the last live stream, and very rarely do I do them. I have a love-hate relationship with live streams, so I apologize for everybody. I mean, technically speaking, I do one every Friday, but it's on, the Tech Buzz channel. But every time I plan to do a live stream on my channel, life gets in the way. You don't know how many thumbnail cards I've created that are sitting on like my desktop for live streams that never happened. And I just send it down the left, out lane. Own the games on my iPad, Steam, and PS5. Worth the money to spend for their table. See, I agree. I mean, the tables are great. I know everybody gives them a hard time about lack of updates, but for the most part, what you get for the money, I think is, right down the middle. It's always been a pretty good offering. Just want to thank you again for the link to the He-Man and Masters of the Universe virtual pinball table. Hey, that one's good stuff. Alright, so I'm trying to think what other tables we had named. Somebody said Adventureland. I do remember seeing that one. Pull that one up real quick, and then I think I saw Family Guy in the mix. Doom. Was there a Streets of Rage 4 live stream that had? No, I played that entire game. It was like the day it came out or the day after on a live stream. So that definitely happened. This is a very busy table.
The vertigo is open.
And I don't have a clue on the rule set for this table. So this is just going to be me trying to keep the ball alive instead of activating modes and completing tasks.
The Sky Eye is ready to fly.
Oh, getting crazy. Traveling with the iPad's pretty sweet. You can play your pinball tables for sure. It's very convenient. Oh. ball coming out of there like a bat out of hell.
The extensions are closed.
Gotta love repeatable shots. Anytime you can just, hit an orbit or a ramp over and over again, makes you feel good. Makes you feel really good. And that's 4 in a row. Nothing better feeling. I do, Nail Buster. I don't have every table, because I think there was only like 30 or so tables, I remember, or at least when I was messing with it and setting it up, that had like the full listing of the SSF, but I mean, right now I've got I got my solenoids firing and I got the SSF going on this one. I think I was playing Aliens the other day and I noticed I had the wrong file in my pup folder or whatever for that one, because I was hearing the audible callouts, like number 8, number 11, things like that. Payline slot channel. Have you found a replacement screen that looks better or replacing the pen DM screen? Okay. First of all, thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate that. Second of all, yes and no. So I know there's several screens out there that would fit and replace that one. That's the stock Arcade1Up one. It's going to run you about $75, $80 currently on Amazon. However, there's like a slight caveat to that, because if you replace that screen, pretty sure it has a built-in amp on that PCB that's on the back of that DMD. You're likely to have very low audio. You have more access and tweakability to your sound settings and things like that. But if you're just looking to replace the stock DMD on an Arcade1Up machine with the stock tables and everything like that, there are options out there, but they're going to have more negatives than positives in my opinion. So I generally would advise against it if that's the instance you're looking into.
This line is so long.
Travis, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Double loop. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a roller coaster nut. Anytime I go to a theme park, you can't get me off the roller coasters. I'll just get back in line over and over and over again. Full adrenaline junkie since childhood, so. I need to go to, I think it's Ohio? It's like Cedar Rapids, does that sound right? There's a place that's like the roller coaster mecca of the United States. I want to say it's in Ohio. But it's just roller coasters for days, if I understand it correctly. I definitely need to check it out. Paylines, absolutely. Happy to help. Thank you again for the super chat, man. Herb Wars, what's up?
Are you ready, sweetie?
As I'm not paying attention to the mode I just activated.
The Icarus 5 engines are prime.
Oh. Missed it.
Use the flippers to spin the ball.
Okay. Definitely didn't understand what I was supposed to do in that mini game. Obviously use the flippers to spin the ball, but I didn't understand what the flippers were doing for me. Didn't feel like they were spinning anything. It's a great attitude to have. Tomorrow is another day. That's the same thing I tell myself anytime I have a crappy day. I'm just like, it's one crappy day in the scope of many great days. So I try not to focus on just one bad thing, because then you go down that rabbit hole of having a terrible negative mindset. One more to access Icarus. Engines are primed. I'm trying to look for my shot. Alright, so left orbit and right orbit. Come on. Settle. See if we can hit this orbit shot. There it is. Still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Spin the ball. Right. Okay. See. It didn't do anything. Flippers didn't do anything. I hope that's not worth like a ton of points, because obviously I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing on that mode. So, same thing as Hurricane. I love that Min arcade display with cool arcade carpet shelf in the background. Yeah, so those are my numbskulls, and then it's the New Wave Toys blacklight reflective mouse pad slash, carpet. It's my little baby arcade display. It's outgrown itself pretty quickly because there's a bunch of great new stuff coming from Numbskull that you guys are going to be super excited to see. It's going to make me buy like another shelf or find more space for them because there's a bunch of cool new machines in the pipeline. Missed it. This makes me miss the pinball arcade games I had. Once had create a new PlayStation Network account. Original account was hacked. Lost all my tables and custom pinballs. Yeah, I remember when it was probably the same thing, but when all of the PlayStation Network accounts got hacked, and I think they sent everybody, it's like, here's a free 30 days of the PlayStation Network or PlayStation Plus service as a, side reward for your identity being stolen. It was a really messed up situation. Yes, everyone in the chat, if you don't know, please thank Nailbuster for his awesome work in the pinball community and this amazing front end that I've got on this machine. It is a thing of beauty. It is stupid easy to use, very easy to set up. $5 million.
Come again.
That one little bonus that half my score. But seriously, Nailbuster, fantastic stuff. Can't thank the guy enough.
The Sky Eye is ready to fly.
He can hear the screams.
Can I have a really big balloon?
Use the flippers to launch the ball.
Got yourself in,
Whoa. Breaking that machine.
Ball locked.
Should be 2 balls locked, so we should be close to a multi-ball. I don't want to access the Icarus because I don't know what I'm supposed to do on the Icarus.
Jackpot increase.
I feel like a stooge because I keep accessing that Icarus mode, but I don't have a clue what to do when it happens. I won the official Zakaria Steam FX3 Discord tournament. Hey, congratulations, Hollywood. That's awesome. Was it multiple tables, or was it just one table, or what did you guys have to do for that one?
Ball locked.
Well, one more for mode start. See, here I was thinking we were already 1 ball away from multi-ball. Travis, oh wow, Doug, I need to live vicariously through you. Go get tortilla soup and tea from McAllister. That is, that was my dinner tonight. Me and my wife, we were both addicted to McAllister sweet tea, and since McAllister's is just right down the road, it's a guilty pleasure of ours to go there pretty regularly. Anytime we don't want to cook or anything, it's typically a McAllister's evening for us. Get up there. Come on. Shot it too soon.
Oh no! The racks are overloaded! Let's go somewhere safe while you're at
Oh!
it. Don't let it fly away.
Split the middle. Split the middle. Yes, good. What's up with the future countercade pinball? From which company, HG? You'll have to be a little more specific.
See you next time.
All right. Family Guy, I think. Saw somebody mention. Let's see. Randy, they changed how you get the tables now, and I can't buy individual tables anymore. It's all packs that cost at least $30 a pack. Yeah, that is a bit steep. National Owners Day, I think, is coming up, so there should be some sales. That'd be good. Looking for something affordable, sub $300 if possible. As of right now, there's nothing in that price point. I mean, you could make one for that, but as far as buying something off the shelf, $300, it'll get you like most of the parts, but it won't get you everything you need to have. That's like the next frontier, so to speak, that these companies should, will, and I expect, you know, to jump on board. I think you're going to see the tabletop countercade version pinballs from both Arcade1Up and At Games. Well Played Toys did one that I actually enjoyed. Unfortunately, it just sold out really quick and it hasn't been available since. Obviously, COVID being one of those main issues, put it in the little tabletop version. So, as of right now, unfortunately, there's no options, but there'll be something sooner than later, I'm sure. Because if you go up around the $500 mark. Hollywood. Doug, it was one table, got to play 2 games, and they added up the scores, 2 tables for a total score, while Mart watched and recorded score. Hey, that's a straight heads up tournament. Good deal. That means you were on the ball, literally and figuratively. So great job, Hollywood. Herbivores, I have the Rachel board on the way. I hope I can get Pinball FX3 running on the AO pill. I'm not the most tech savvy, so pray for me. It's not bad. It's, well, I say that. It only gets scary because At Games makes multiple machines, so the instructions are a little wonky because they're like, if you have this machine that looks like this, do it this way. But if yours looks like this, do it this way. I know that confuses and scares a lot of people. They're like, wait, what? Why does the picture look different than what I have in front of me? But it is what it is. And once you get it going, you'll be very, very happy. Fight the chicken. Toy Shock is close. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about Toy Shock. Digipunk. $250 for their tabletop is what I think they were touting. Still haven't seen it, but...
Well, then this has been an absolute misfire.
So I'm trying to remember what ramp it is, but... There's one on here that's like... Chris, yeah. I never hit Chris. I never hit that ramp. I could play this table 30 times for 6 hours and probably never hit that Chris enough to light the Chris ramp. I don't know what it is. I mean, technically I know what it is. It's my lack of skill, but that angle of that shot, even with that side flipper, it's just garbage for me.
Perfect.
I end up just hitting Brian all day long.
Perfect.
Brian and Peter, tandem 2-0. Oh, don't. Couldn't
Your
save it.
progress has been...
Couldn't save
Whatever
it.
we can. You haven't made any progress.
Masters of the Universe.
Joe, I got a deck of cards. You can put
What do I think about the Switch pinball kit for the 1-up? Oh, that's right. I'm not trying to say anything mean about it. Just for me, it's like the Switch pinball options are great. The games available and everything.
Good so far.
But I don't like the fact that there's like no dedicated scoreboard. It's just me personally, because I'm obviously spoiled. So like, I've got a dedicated scoreboard in front of me here. I've got a dedicated scoreboard on the At Games machine. Everything I have in here has dedicated scoring. So for me to like give up that DMD and have my scoreboard back on the playfield, it feels like a step in the wrong direction for me. So it's not for me, but for other people that don't care that the score is like in the left-hand corner, yeah, great option. I will say you can do it cheaper than what Intech is offering. I mean, there's simple USB coders that you can get that will interface, and you can do it that way. But if you're a plug-and-play person that just wants something, you know, out of the box to go for you, then it's not a bad option. It's just that whole different strokes, different folks. What's good for some may not be good for others.
Shut up, mate.
But I did see people saying, you know, Intech was working on a way to get, you know, the DMD scoring on there. I don't want to sound negative, but like you can't do that. The only way to physically do that is to put like a camera on your playfield screen. Like you can't create that without a custom version of the game, and it's not like Intech Gaming has access to the Nintendo Switch game codes to where they can manipulate that information. I mean, Arcade1Up, theirs is a custom version of the, you know, the Android version of the Pinball FX3 games on that platform. That's the only reason they were able to separate the scoring from the playfield. I'm trying to remember how to activate the chicken fight. God, I'm getting bored. That left out lane every time. Would love to see a He-Man. Oh, there is a He-Man table, Blaker. I've got it. Masters of the Universe. It is a fantastic table. Go back out. I don't care about my score. So if you could get anything made into a pinball table, it might be Ready Player One. That'd be a good one. There's a lot of IPs that I would love to see. So we got P-Dubs and Michael B. What's up, gentlemen? Beavis and Butthead Pinball. Now you're talking. I'm a 90s baby, so absolutely. Hit the chicken 3 times and then sink it in the hole. I feel like I did that, but obviously I didn't. All right, so what else? You want me to go back to virtual pinball? You want to stay on FX3? What are we playing? While I ask that question, I'll just go to the He-Man table really quick, just because I'm seeing talk of it, and obviously we got to educate our boy here that wasn't aware of the wondrous Masters of the Universe table that is out there. Zip through these real quick. Come on. There it is. I may have to turn this one down too. Guys, let me know, because it gets really loud with Skeletor. He-Man. Oh, that spooky Rick and Morty physical table is awesome. Thank you, P-Dubs. Thank you very much. I would take my hat off and tip it to you, but then my fro would come out. But thank you very much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. This is a ton of wires and craziness to get the stream to look like this. So I'm dreading the day I have to like take it apart. Papa voice, Papa fine He-Man. Alrighty. Yeah, Skeletor. Yeah, here. And I could sit here and just listen to the theme music all day long. Oh, that is a thing. I thought you were just being facetious, Nailbuster. Oh. Well, see now I've got to play with that. You're blowing my brain there. Find here. So does it just go off the file name, Nailbuster? Is that how it knows what table to pick? I assume. I mean, that's some next level stuff. Step aside, Alexa. Nailbuster's got you beat. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. You can search the playlist. Game, shutdown, volume. Nice. Current release or beta release? That is a good question. Because I will fully admit I'm really bad about updating my software. But I thought I was pretty up to date on it. Get up that ramp. There we go. Get control. Trying to hit this ripper ball shot. And I keep shooting too early. Save it. Settle. Left out lane. Oh. Surround sound feedback is great on this table. Absolutely. Especially when, what's that vehicle's name? I'm drawing a blank and I feel like an idiot. In the right-hand corner that Man-at-Arms is on. What is that freaking called? Drives me. This one is the Arcade1Up machine. I've got the exact same setup over there on my at-games machine, but this one's just happened to be closer to some outlets, so I chose to stream on this one. This one's in VPX, so this one's not in Future Pinball. As I just lost that one immediately. This one's VPX. It is also available in Future Pinball, but this one specifically is the visual pinball version. Catch. Ah, terrible. Terrible. There's a pup DMD for this. Yeah, check that one out. There we go. If I remember correctly, I hit Grayskull 3 times, get some multi-ball going. Oh, I lost it. Oh, that was bad. Alright. I think Chick-fil-A was the last fast food place I ate. Hey, I'm in... Same thing, McAllister's, Chick-fil-A, it's the only place I can get a decent sweet tea. Like, I'm a southern raised kid, so I like, you know, a little bit of tea with my sugar, and in the Midwest it's hard to get really good sweet teas. Closest thing we got is McAllister's and Chick-fil-A. V-Pin has 16:9 full DMD. Yes, yes it does. There's a pup DMD for this. 90 Spidey and X-Men. Oh, for sure, all day long. All right. What are we gonna play next? We're gonna go back to FX3. I just wanted to play that because we had Chick-fil-A is badass. Absolutely, Sean, you are correct. Fun, fun, fun. Hey, what's up, Kong? B, how are you, sir? Hope the family's well. Gotta stay hydrated. My wife absolutely hates this machine, by the way, because she thinks it's too complicated. She's like, I want to play this game. I'm like, that's like the category. I made the category because I got too many games. She's like, but I want to play that game. I'm like, well, go to the category and then you play that game. And that's when she just gets mad and yells at me. And she's like, "Get out of my way! I want to play the Star Wars table because this one's too complicated." I'm like, gotta love her. Got to get back to modding the games. You'll never stop modding. Let me tell you that way. Like I thought I was done with this one. Now I'm like, I need to put some custom art on it. I need to, powder coat my trim and do all these things. Like, it's an addiction. What can I say? Make that wife happy. Absolutely. That's literally. There's no other reason for me to have this Arcade1Up Star Wars machine in here anymore because I have every single one of the games that are on this, and it plays better and it looks better and all that type of thing. But she likes to just be able to turn it on and play. So happy wife, happy life, happy house, happy spouse. You know the saying. You know how it goes. Diablo. Okay. I think I played that table like once. That is one of the lesser explored Diablo, or not Diablo, Doom. I assume you mean Doom. Because I don't have the Diablo table in BPX. I tried to stick to mainly tables that were only real existing tables and obviously the FX3 tables, but for some reason Williams was the best at creating Bally, Midway, Williams, all that. They just heavy hitters, hit after hit after hit, and unfortunately they all, due to mismanagement and other issues, went belly up. With so many choices, have you felt the urge to play mechanical tables more? Oh, 100%. Spoiler alert, I'm totally buying a mechanical machine. The only reason I haven't bought one is because there's a cloud of rumors surrounding some ginormous Stern announcement the second week of September, and the word on the street is that it'll be one of two things. It'll either be a Godzilla table or it'll be a Back to the Future table. If it's a Back to the Future table, I'm buying the machine. Sight unseen. Simple as that. If it's not a Back to the Future table, then I have the hard decision because I'm literally up in the air of juggling. Do I want to buy Stranger Things? Do I want to buy Jurassic Park? Or do I want to buy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Stern? My wife gets some input on this one, but I sold a bunch of comics recently, and I literally have all the money just sitting aside, waiting to purchase a nice new pinball machine for myself. Normally I would never splurge on that type of thing, but I made some wise investments with some comic books, and I sat on them for years, and I didn't realize how valuable they had become, and I sold them and didn't feel bad about it, and made a hefty profit that is going to be able to buy myself a pinball machine. So being a nerd pays off. Your room already looks packed. This is a super tiny room. So I have a 5-bedroom house, and some of the bedrooms are silly small, and some of them are rather large. So it's very misproportional. This one is just what we for years just called the dog room. Like me and my wife, we don't have kids. We got a 5-bedroom house, so we've got room to spare. This one was literally just full of dog beds for years while our geriatric dogs just chilled and relaxed and everything. But now they pretty much live downstairs because they're old and they don't want to walk up the stairs. So this one's just like a catch-all. I've got my pinball machines in it. I got my arcade machines scattered everywhere. Some are in the garage. I got some in my media room. You've seen my full-size Street Fighter machine, I'm sure. So it is what it is. But yeah, you guys are saying Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Artwork is Back to the Future. Waiting on Jersey Jack's next table. Supposedly that's going to be Toy Story, which I'm very tempted on that one. But Jersey Jack's, again, at another price point that scares me, even if I do have burning money in my hold. Yeah, burning money in my pocket. Can't spit that out. But yeah, Back to the Future is supposedly, heavily hinted and rumored to be one of the next, if not the next, release from Stern. So, we'll see. Payline Slot Channel, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. It says, here's for all your help and can put towards a real pen. Gotta run. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that, Paylines. Thank you so much. Like pinball, but you're awful at it. Hey, me too, and that's why I've become addicted to it, and so is my wife. It's something like pinball offers you a new experience every single time you play it. Like, I can play Street Fighter 2 all day long, but for the most part know what I'm going to get into, even if I have the computer set on hard mode. Like, I know what to expect every time. The randomness plus the skill building ability for pinball is just, it's very addictive. Like, you literally can feel yourself getting worse or better depending on how you're doing with pinball, and you can, you know, build your skill set, get better, learn more about how things work, why things work the way they do, and, you know, you can get better at pinball. It's super fun. See, hey COOLTOY, I'm thinking about buying the Marvel pinball. Never played a virtual one. Always wanted to buy one of the Stearns pinball, but they are so expensive. Do I like my pinball table? Yes, Orange Bird Girl, I do like it, and I do like the Arcade1Up pinball tables. What I don't like is that 30, 40-ish% price increase that just happened. If you can, I would say wait it out till hopefully that price comes down, because I think the $850 price they're asking is very steep, especially with other competitors in the market offering more for same or less money. So if you can, I would say wait until they come back to that $550 price point, because I think they're a good value for that $550. $850, that's something obviously only you can decide, but for me personally, $850 is too much. VR more than VPin lately for sure. VR is, yeah, a whole nother ball game. I got my Oculus, and I'm loving the VR FX3 Star Wars tables. I really wish they would get the Mandalorian and the Star Wars collectibles tables on FX3, but they're not going to. They're going to put it on their new FX system supposedly. So, Brad says, I play the newest Stern Turtles a lot in Electric Avenue Barcade. What do you think of it? I hear, I mean, now obviously everyone's got different opinions on pinball, but everyone to me says, everybody that I propose those 3 tables to, they say, you got to get Jurassic Park. It's the best one. Teenage Mutant Turtles is too hard. It's Brick City, and I'm just like, well, it's the only one I haven't played. I've been trying to look in my area for somebody that has a Ninja Turtles one, so I can go play it at a bar or whatever. Played Stranger Things, played Jurassic Park a ton. Haven't played Ninja Turtles, so I haven't been able to make up my mind. Do I think Pinball FX should remake some of the older Williams classics? Oh, not only do I think, I know they can and will. It's just a matter of when. That's the thing. Like, they've been sitting on the licensing rights for those forever. All right. Enough of me talking. Let me pick a table here. And go back. Can't go wrong with Medieval Madness. Literally top 3 greatest games ever made. Orange Bird says she can wait, so good on you. Because like I said, it's just from $550 2 months ago to $850 and nothing changing on the product. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot to ask a consumer to swallow. Mall of America has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ooh, yeah, that's a bit of a drive for me. Mall of America is in what, Minnesota? I'm in Missouri, southwest Missouri, so Kong B said he's trying to get the Jurassic Park Premium for the 2022 production run. I know Wolfano's has one. He's in the queue, and I think he's hoping to get his by the holidays this year. But I mean, Stern is so backed up right now with what they have. I think something like 8,000 machines on back order. It's crazy, and I think they can produce 400 a week is what they've touted. So, I mean, even if they just turn things on overnight, they got a lot to catch up on. And if they're going to release Godzilla, Back to the Future, one or both, I mean, that's just going to put even more things in the queue for them. So they got their work cut out for them, manufacturing-wise. Don't tell Miss Kong. When the balls come out and spin the pizza, how can you not love that? Yeah, I mean, they have that on the Data East one, which is pretty sweet. It's a hard thing to judge for sure. Still think Attack from Mars is worth $850. 4 games of the top 10. I mean, agreed. The table listing on the Attack from Mars is sweet. One of them is unplayable though, and the other one I've heard Junkyard is iffy. So like, you're taking two out of the 10 right there. So that's a hard pill to swallow. Stern does make a new Back to the Future this fall. I'll be tested to resist. Oh, for sure. I think a lot of people, I mean, and supposedly all the Stern machines are going up. Like the Pro model's supposedly going up $500. Premium's going up $750. And I think limited edition is also going up $750. But I mean, if you're doing things like Back to the Future and you get like the actual movie clips on your scoring and your callouts and things like that, people, they won't care about that price increase. They will gladly pay it. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already know this, but fun fact, Tina Fey is one of the voices of the princess on this table. Legendary SNL actress and writer, Tina Fey, one of my favorite comedians. Springfield is the hardest town to get to in Missouri, nothing else around it. It is stupid to get to and from parts of Springfield as well. So Springfield is set up as a grid. So if you want to get across town, there's no way to do it other than go through like 1,000 stoplights. We have expressways, quote unquote, that are like 45 miles an hour that have a stoplight every like a mile and a half. So getting from one side of town to the other is a pain in the butt. But obviously it's nothing compared to like New York or Chicago, LA, all that stuff. There's a reason why I enjoy my suburb life. I lost that. Lost that one too. I scissored myself. Caught myself with the flippers. Catch. Alright. Lighting is awesome on this game, absolutely. The physical table, if you ever get a chance to play, it's awesome. Just to see the castle mechanism crashing and everything. Let's see. Can't talk smack on 1-Up Pinball. I've never played one. Valid point. There's a lot of people that love to talk smack on things they've never seen, experienced, and that makes sense. Like, I've never driven a Ferrari. I've got no place to say, Ferraris, your cars are too expensive. They suck. Never driven one. I'm obviously not the target demographic either. I'm a broke kid. There's a barcade down the street from me. Tons of pinball that went for the first time a couple weeks ago. Played Twilight Zone that is absolutely gorgeous condition. Good for you. Well, there's a lot of places that, you know, advertise they have pinball and you get in there and their pinball machines are just not good condition. They've obviously been beat to heck by the general public and nobody's keeping up with them, and I always feel bad about them. So that's really good to hear that a Twilight Zone's being well taken care of, because that is a special machine for sure. I'm garbage at that one. That was one of those tables for sure where the flipper, the width between the flippers just feels like it's a mile long gap, and it just feels like, you know, you got to be a really good physical table nudging pinball player to have any chance of that. And I always feel self-conscious when I go to like a barcade or something and I play other people's physical commercial machines. I don't want to beat up on them because I try to, you know, be respectful, so I don't want to like nudge their machines too much. There we go. Lucky enough to live near SS Billiards and Pinball Bar. That is fortunate. I am fortunate enough that I've got two really good like arcades that also have pinballs in my area. So there's a place called 1984 here in Springfield, and there's another one adjacent in Branson. And they have a bunch of great arcades and pinball machines as well. And it's been open and thriving as a business since I was in college. So it's been awesome to see them succeed for so long with that. Because they're not really so much of a barcade as they are just a straight up arcade. Because I remember they opened right as I was, I think, like a sophomore in college. Get the trolls. There we go. I was about to say, should be no excuse for me not to hit these trolls with 3 balls in play. Oh. Come on. Gotta get that troll. And I missed him. Missed him again. Come on, troll. I feel like the troll mode is going forever. I guess it's because I saw it multi-ball activated, because I thought it was like you hit the trolls 3 times and the mode is over. So they really wanted to be good. Unfortunately, they just did not deliver a good experience. Brad hated that attack from Mars. Yeah, he was not shy about that. I do remember seeing that. Next weekend, I'm heading to Pinball Museum in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Sweet. That'll be a fun time. Let's see. Visited an arcade called Waybacks Arcade in Pineville, Louisiana. They're expanding and converting a supermarket into a giant arcade. That is awesome. Grocery stores are like 125,000 square feet or something like that on average. So that's a ton of real estate. Let's see. Am I playing on a converted Arcade1Up machine? Yes. So this is my modded Arcade1Up that I put a PC in and put surround sound feedback and put some extra monitors in it and give it a bigger playfield screen. It's got all the bells and whistles, so to speak. It's about as tricked out as it can possibly get. And the only thing I didn't put in there is a shaker motor. It's personal preference. Not for me. So you can't wait to go invite the owner. That'll be cool. There we go. Missed the ramp. Missed it again. Whew, thought I was going to lose it. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced the quote-unquote remake of this table from Chicago Gaming Company. They've made Attack from Mars, this one, Monster Bash. They are phenomenal. When you talk about things of beauty, they're expensive, obviously, but they're basically updated versions of the original tables with some new, features, but just bigger, better, and better than before. Awesome stuff. As I lose that one. Anyone been to Galloping Ghost? I haven't. I've heard nothing but, high praise for anybody and everybody. I was in the area for a work trip like a year and a half ago, and I just slipped my mind. I went to a place called 8-Bit Arcade instead. That was like 40 minutes away from Galloping Ghost. But probably better that I didn't go to Galloping Ghost, because I'd have been there for like 6 hours and not got any sleep and been to work for, no sleep. Been probably asked if I was drunk, because they'd be like, "Are you drunk?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just sleep deprived from playing pinball and arcade games all night long," and they'd just look at me like I was a weirdo. Now, this is definitely not a great game. It's a fun game, but for scoring purposes, not a great. Nor did I really expect it to be. $2 million for the castle, I think, if I remember it. Monster Bash is great, yeah. Monster Bash is another damn near perfect table in my opinion. Oh, lost it. So there's a, what do I classify this? A card shop in my area. It's specialty is like Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, tabletop board games, all that type of stuff. They also have pinball machines in the back of their shop, and they've got a bunch of great Stern machines, and they also have that Chicago Gaming Company Monster Bash machine, and I play it every chance I get. If I'm bored on the weekends, I'll go up there and I'll play their machines. That machine is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. See, Brad says also their game restoration was top notch. They had no broken machines. It was first for me, a person who travels to arcades for fun. The Tron they had was immaculate. Yeah, that's. Anytime I go to an arcade, I just had terrible luck. Like I'll go see a Star Wars cockpit machine or a stand-up Atari arcade. Every single time I've ever been one, it's always out of order. Somebody's broken the yoke. So I'm glad you've had better luck, Brad, with your travels, and you ran into somebody that takes good care of their machines, because I've had the opposite experience, unfortunately. All right. What do we... See, I averaged 4 million on Medieval Madness, did 141 mil run on the remake. It's good stuff. 141 is pretty good. It's another thing I love about pinball. Like I'll have my games are like all over the place. I'll have like a couple of like 6-10 million runs, and then every once in a while I'll just have a shot of genius. Like I was playing Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think I did like a 252 million game on it not too long ago, and most of the time I'm lucky to break like 60 million. Play that real quick while I'm thinking of it. This one's also another one of my favorite tables. Hurricane is a tough one. I've tried to learn that one, and I've given up in frustration. That one just bounced right out. Star Wars is a hard machine to keep running, especially in a public setting, just because you get kids running around, they see that yoke, and they just hang on it and pull on it, and just you're asking for trouble. It's like I understand why they're always broken, but I'm like, can't you just break it like the day after I show up? Get around. There we go. Creature is a tough table, but it is, yeah. Once you get like a rhythm, I mean, obviously you could probably say that about any table, but I feel like once I can get a couple good loops going, I can get in that, that zone and really start shooting this table pretty well. But getting started is rough for me. Yeah, absolutely more rewarding when you get the creature to appear. Yep. It's a shame this was designed by a pedophile. Oh, that was bullcrap. That was bullcrap. That literally wide flipper gap. Yeah, so that's a notorious thing from this designer, and I'm drawing a blank at his name. I just remember he went to jail for child pornography. But he's designed several tables that are notorious for that flipper gap, and oh my god, this is definitely a throwaway game. That was like the quickest 3 and out ever. What do I think of What Is This Week on Disney's Plus? Oh, the What If. Yes, I watched it last night. I need to redo because that was just garbage.
Single player results.
The What If episode was great. I'm not 100% sold on the animation style. It's just not me personally. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a 90s baby, so things like X-Men animated series, Spider-Man animated series, that kind of animation style's what I know and love. But it was good storytelling. It did a lot in 30 minutes, so I applaud them, and I can't wait to see the future episodes. So, you know, they keep pumping out them hits as I shoot it out the left out lane. Dang it. Yeah, I totally agree, Shoeshine. Absolutely. That is a perfect way to describe that situation. Settle. God. Yeah, this is definitely not my night for Creature, for sure. I can't even get up top. Haven't even get the snack bar started. Haven't got move your car. Wish you make a crap ton of points. And now we're starting. I enjoy it, Orange Bird. I literally have it right next to me. You can't see it, but I have both machines. I think they're both great. As of right now, since Arcade1Up has their price hike, I personally think the At Games machine is the better value because they're at like $750 and they offer more games on a bigger screen and the ability to add a PC if that's something people are interested in. You don't have to like tear it open and gut things like you do the Arcade1Up machine to do that. But again, that conversation changes if Arcade1Up lowers their price back down to that $550, which they originally had. So, but both are pretty great virtual pinball machines for the price. I mean, they're nice little introductory machines into the virtual pinball world. Yeah, Digipunk, best value of any machine for this year, and I tend to agree. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and you have a lot of options available to you if you really know how. I mean, like I said, it plays arcade games that matters to you. You can get the little control joystick with the arcade buttons and the trackball and play vertical games, horizontal games. You can do whatever you want. All right, that was some subpar Creature from the Black Lagoon. Let's see what else we got. Play one or two more and then we'll call it a night. I'm not sure, Digipunk. I'll be honest, I update my machines very rarely because it just seems, historically, it's like good update, bad update, good update, bad update. So it's always like this up and down with them. I know they're trying to do things and, you know, trying to appease tons and tons of people, but I just typically wait with my updates. Trying to think. Oh, yeah, I haven't played this one in a while. So this was Stern's version of Indiana Jones. This isn't the classic Williams version. I have that one as well, but this one is pretty sweet. Hopefully I don't mess it up. It has an 8-ball multi-ball that's, I say semi. It's relatively easy to start. Hopefully I don't choke and I can pull it off. Basically you bash that Ark of the Covenant toy that's in there in the middle several times right out of the gate. You can get it started fairly quickly, and it's absolute insanity once it gets going because it's 8 balls and you're just like, yeah, what do I do? There's too much going on. It's nuts. I want someone to get a baby Pac-Man working on the At Games with the add-on control panel. That would sell me. Oh, that's doable. That's 100% doable. I could do that in 5 minutes. So, B says, if you're in Steam FX3, hope you join. See, that's like the 4th person that's mentioned that tournament. So I need to apparently batten down and just figure out some time to set aside to join that tournament. But thank you, B, for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it, man. And oh, there you go. There's the information. Because the way I understand it, it's like you guys play a single FX3 table for the entire week, and then at the end of the week, highest total wins, I believe. But heard a lot of people in chat tonight speaking highly of it. we go. Yep. There we go. Gotta play the pinball part to get energizers. Yeah. Alright. Yes, I'm on Steam right now, my build.
Mystery is lit.
Let me ask you this. Would you be more comfortable opening it up in Berlin?
Whoa, settle down. Settle down, ball. I just want to activate this. Oh, as I lost it.
You watched
That
your
arc
ball.
multi-ball just so you can see it, because it's crazy. Love to have me put a score up. I'd love to put up a score. What's the table of the week? Now that the week is almost over. I'm just curious what table you guys are playing in the tournament this week.
Mystery.
Come on, give me the ball. It takes way too long to spit this ball out. I don't care about the ants as I just shot it out. God dang it. I don't even care about the score. I'm just trying to do the freaking 8-ball multi-ball. It's fun, dog. Let's see. Digipunk says, I only do minor cosmetic mods, glass, speaker grills. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's people that, you know, buy a brand new car and replace everything on it. And there's people that just put some new, you know, floor mats and call it good. It's personal preference. Whatever makes you happy. Settle.
Stone, a sacred stone from a shrine that protects the village.
Red and Ted's Roadshow. Okay. That was a fun one. Some of the callouts do get a little repetitive when they're going through the days of the week. That's like my only gripe about that table, but that's just a nitpick thing. There we go. I think one more and I get it. Yes. There we go. Okay. Now I think it's about to get silly up in here. It's beautiful as his face melts off. Stupid Nazis. Good, good. Okay, this is where you just bash the flippers because you're not going to control anything. You're just trying to keep the balls in play as long as possible. There's too many going on, so you can't like catch and cradle. Can't do anything. It typically doesn't last long. And this is actually a crazy test of resiliency for the stock Arcade1Up solenoids, because this baby puts them through its paces for sure, and I've not had a single one burn up on me yet. Knock on wood. Oh, down to 2. Oh, that was short and sweet. Great multiple. I know, right? And this table specifically gets a lot of hate for the Stern crowd. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just easily amused, but to me, that's worth the price of admission right there. I think too many people just have, you know, great love for that original Williams indie table that they didn't want to give this one a chance. But man, 8-ball multi-ball, man, that's some fun stuff. The heads are creepy in Funhouse and Red Ted's Roadshow. Absolutely. It reminds me of Slappy from Goosebumps, the ventriloquist dummy, for sure. Hope they do Golden Tee with online and bowling. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer for them. Hopefully you don't want to pay $800 for it, though. There are a couple real Golden Tee cabs in my area for less. Yeah, I see those for sale pretty regularly in the Facebook Marketplace in various forms of working and not working. They hate randomness. That's probably. I want solenoids after watching B Kong's mod. I mean, there's people that say surround sound feedback is, more than sufficient and they'll never go back to solenoids, and there's people that say the reverse. I've got both in here, and I love the combination of both of them in tandem. Obviously, solenoids is, going to give you that more authentic feel, sound, kind of vibration type of thing of a real physical pinball machine, but to each their own. Played Jurassic Park real quick. I know I had somebody at the beginning before I even started ask me to play this, so I'll have to timestamp this for him. And this is going to be a modded version of the Jurassic Park table, so the artwork is going to be different than what you're seeing right now. Which I actually like this artwork a little bit better. This is, custom artwork that somebody did, and I think they did a great job with it. Just a little more vibrant and not as dark and dreary as some of the other versions I've seen out there. I got so mad 3 weeks ago. I found some guy that was selling, he put a for trade version of the physical Data East Jurassic Park table on the Facebook Marketplace. He was just looking to trade it, and it was in beautiful condition. LED swap, everything. It was beautifully immaculate condition, top to bottom. And I shot him and I was like, hey, sell your machine to me, It's like, I got cash, we can make a deal. And he's like, I'm not interested in selling it. I'm like, seriously? He's like, nope, I'm just looking to trade. I'm like, trade me cash? Like, I was just blown away that he wouldn't even entertain a cash offer for his machine that he was looking to trade. I'm like, if I give you cash, you go buy another pinball machine. And to this day, it's still on the Facebook Marketplace listed, teasing me, taunting me, saying for trade. Driving me crazy. Oh well. Digipunk says that 4-player deck on At Games looks hot. See, I had the opposite. I saw that and I didn't think it looked hot. But that's me. Personal preference. Legends has exciters. It's a different type of haptic feedback. Yes. The Arcade1Up, in my opinion, has the edge for the haptic feedback. I think the solenoids in the Arcade1Up is superior than the haptic feedback in the At Games machine with the exciters. Not to say that it can't be changed, remedied, fixed, whatever, but my personal preference. Got him. Got the dinosaur. As it went straight out the left lane. Didn't even get a chance to get a flipper on it. Had to mod my Legends pinball exciters. Couldn't stand the vibrating, rattling. Yeah, I've heard that a lot from people. I had less of that when I switched out to the new upgraded control deck, but I've definitely seen my fair share of comments in the message boards and things from people saying they were having vibration and buzzing issues. Oh, T-Rex! I remember being like a 13-year-old kid and that just blowing me away when I was playing this pinball machine for the first time. It was like, the T-Rex eats the pinball. It was top-notch. Stampede. Oh, get up the ramp. Oh, doesn't matter. Lost it. I do like that they went with the less likely to cause fires haptic solution, honestly. Solenoids are better, but fire hazards are what they are. Yeah. I've seen my fair share of horror stories and forums where people, their solenoids burned up, burned their cabinet down, damn near burned their house down type of thing. I've fortunately not had that experience and had this modded for several months now, and it's taking a licking and still ticking. You know, how long that'll last, I don't know. We'll see. But so far, so good. Oh, thought I was gonna lose that one. So last weekend for my wife's birthday, we actually went back to my hometown, which has a drive-in movie theater, and we watched a double feature of Jurassic Park and E.T. I'm gonna talk about a fun experience. That was good stuff. Come on. Oh, I lost it at the left. Those left outlands are hungry tonight as I just shot it down the middle. Digipunk says, after putting together Arcade1Ups are cheap trash. Yeah, it's a night and day quality difference between those two for sure. See, Travis says, I need National Owners Day to come soon so I can decide how to spend some money. Yeah, definitely save some money if you can, for sure. Did that game's mini ship yet? No, not yet. It was pushed back a little bit. Will I buy the 4-player control deck if I like the design and it's a good price point? So the original design I saw, I didn't like. So if that's what ships, I will say no. I will not buy it. Plus, I don't like giving up, like, you know, the spinners, trackball, and everything. Like, honestly, the amount of times I got 4 people over here willing to play arcade games with me is like next to none. So it would just be, you know, an unnecessary expenditure on my part to buy it. I don't need it. Don't necessarily want it. So probably out on that regardless, even if it is cheap. Happy with my at-games machine the way it is. Yes, Netflix show Movies That Made Us has a nice episode on Jurassic. That show is fantastic, and the other versions, you know, the Toys That Made Us, they have one on the Disney theme park rides as well. It's just Brian, was it Winklevoss, I think is his last name, the creator, owner of Nacelle Company that does those shows. That guy does fantastic stuff. Alright, one last game. Trying to think. Can't go wrong with World Cup Soccer. I mean, this is another fantastic game that just, again, even if you're not a soccer person, this table is awesome. Did I hear iArcade has leaderboards now? Yes, I did. Fantastic. A ton of great games on that as well. So that is A+. I mean, that is everything that people have been asking for, and that's, you know, what people wanted for sure. My Arcade1Up Star Wars pinball was just bit the dust. The screen is bluish, gray, and flashing. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, old dude gamer. That sounds like a PCB failure, if I had to guess. I've seen a couple people, I think on Reddit, mentioned something very similar to that, and I think that's what the end resolution was determined, that their PCB had died and Arcade1Up was going to send them a new one. Dragger says, I love this one. Have I tried the original Champion League with Pup? I haven't. See, I always think that Hong Kong Fooey get upset when he's not. Yeah, I mean, the old dog mascot, he does bear a striking resemblance to Hong Kong Fooey. God, I love those Hanna-Barbera cartoons. That's good stuff. Wish Burger Time had a leaderboards. Yeah, give it time. Maybe. Never been too great at Burger Time. I'm like a 3-level guy on Burger Time. That's it. Never really learned the patterns long enough, or never played it long enough to learn the patterns. Same thing with Pac-Man. I know there's, patterns to learn there, but I'm just like, yeah, just have fun playing it casually. I always think the chick down here in the bottom right, she always reminds me of Rosie Perez. That's who she looks like to me. I'm like, that's Rosie Perez from Do the Right Thing. Shout out to Tim Kitzraw, voice on the callouts on this game. Same guy that you're familiar with from NBA Jam. World Cup Soccer is a great pinball. The gameplay is so fun. Absolutely agree. That spinning soccer ball and the goalie. I mean, it's got so much going on. It's really fun to shoot. The shots are really, well laid out. The spinning soccer ball is crazy. Just being able to hit the moving goalie target or shoot the middle, score a goal. It's great. Hey, TechWiz, what's up? You're not late. You're right on time. Gotta have that Gandalf quote. The wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. There we go. Goal! 2 in a row. I hit 2 in a row, and then of course the goalie wants to get tough and block me there. Come on, make it. Kick back again, thank God. 2 kickbacks on the left, then it goes right to the right. Of course. It is what it is. There we go. Oh! God, that was bad. Ball save, thank you. That was dumb luck. Got the ricochet goal. Goal! The final draw. Uh-oh. Next match, Canada. Oh, that was garbage. Shot it straight down the middle. Didn't even get a chance to get a flipper on it. And I did it again. That was my bad on the second one. Well, at least I beat Canada, as I lost. Yeah. No extra ball. All right. Arb the Puppet finally made it. Arb is a great follow as well on Twitter. Rosie Perez is the same character in every movie. You're not wrong. I mean, if you're good at one thing, do it well, I suppose. I feel like I had zero interest in games I could play elsewhere for the iArcade. Just was buying modern, then Tuesday came and gone my money on retro titles. Yeah, I was the same way. I was like, I'm not going to buy games that I could play on the 1,000 different emulation consoles and devices I got in my house, and then lo and behold, I was like, I gotta get this game. We'll do Royal Rumble, and that's it. We'll call it good. Royal Rumble, and we're done. Hold me to it. Hold me accountable, because I'm pretty sure my wife has probably texted me and said, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" Sure enough.
WWF Beta East Royal Rumble.
Surprised nobody has been putting scores in for Zero Wing. Such a great game, and there's only 3 scores. That is surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old Macho. Brad says he's number 2 on Tropical Angel. Good job. That's a good one. Bing, bing. Uh-oh. Internet's being spotty. As I hear it thundering and lightning. So that's probably a good reason. Hey Brad, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Hearing all these old school wrestlers with these call outs is like a time machine for me. Last time I was in Vegas for CES, I went to the Pinball Hall of Fame and I played this machine for an hour straight. Such a fun one. Obviously, if you're a wrestling fan, it is. If you're not, not the best. Get back in the ring. Yep. Oh, that's right. I'm in a mode. I can't activate the Macho letters now. Left ramp scores 20 million. Well, I can't get it because I'm in the bumpers. Oh, did I get it? Did it give me it at the last second? I can't tell if I got it or not. I think I got that left ramp right in the nick of time. Oh. Couldn't save it. Also get y'all scores on Bad Dudes. It looks like it's going by date for max scores, so pretty soon it'll be impossible to be on the leaderboard. So yeah, that's a good point. E-Rock, what is up? Tim, great job, Doug. There are a few tables I have not seen before. Excellent as always. Well, thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to leave this set up the way it is, and I'm going to try to stream some pinball a little more frequently. Not, every month and a half like I've been doing recently. So hopefully, like, maybe weekly. I don't know if there's a certain day that works better for you guys. Typically Tuesdays and Thursdays are off limits for me because I'm at the gym teaching. But tonight was a special occasion where I couldn't be at the gym, so Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that works for everybody. I might start to set up a regularly scheduled stream time for people. Oh, and I just going back to previous comment I said a long time ago about forgetting that certain games have that middle post. Alright. That is it. We'll call it. Guys and gals, thank you for tuning in for the stream, watching some pinball. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, try to make this a more frequent occurrence, and we'll do some more streaming in the future. But hope you guys have a great evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching this. Take care. Be safe. Appreciate you all. Have a good one, guys.